Now, we're going to change pace slightly here, and I'm going to tell you, for me, this is I'm not knocking any of the other cruises because they're amazing, you know, and I absolutely love the fjords, and I love some of the lines we've talked about already. But this next one is it's the spanner in the works. What do I mean by that? Well, we're going to talk about a river cruise, and you might be like, ooh, a river cruise in China. Listen to this. Consider this. This could be the cruise of a lifetime.
The Imperial Jewels of China is what it's called. It's with Viking River Cruises, of course, who are an iconic brand. If you could say the brand in the river cruising industry. Yeah. And this is going to give you a chance to go and see all the big things in China you're seeing there. Whether it's from Tiananmen Square through to the Terracotta Army, through to exploring the Great Wall of China. And you're going to do it in an all-inclusive cruise experience where literally everything is included in the price you're seeing on the screen. Everything. The tours, the drinks, the food, everything.
I mean, that's impressive stuff when you think about it. You go to China, you're going to want to see everything. You know, we hear about the Terracotta Army. You'll get the tour included to go and see that. Come on, let's take an opportunity to show you this itinerary.
So exciting.
Because can we luxury? We'll take a little time on this one because there's so much to share.
Yeah, it's really incredible. Bearing in mind as well that this is a very highly awarded cruising company. So you're flying out to Shanghai, you get a 2-night stay, get it all included. It's one of East Asia's big hitters. It translates as a city on the sea, home to more than 23 million people. You'll see people practicing Tai Chi in the shadow of the Jade Buddha, and you can go and explore the 16th century Yangtze Garden. You're seeing the edge of it there, which is a mixture of shady paths leading past pools brimming with bright orange koi carp and these exquisite rockeries. I also recommend trying some dim sum, which are one of the local delicacies, these beautiful Chinese dumplings with lots of different fillings, and you'll see the locals queuing up for them early morning to get their hands on some. It's an incredible start. Okay, then included in this you get to tour Old Shanghai, and you get lunch in a local restaurant. And you get to see the Shanghai acrobatic troupe, famous for many hundreds of years. That's all included. Again, it's included in what you're getting, along with a hotel stay. Then you're transferring from the hotel to the airport. You're flying them through to Wuhan, and this is where you board Viking Emerald, this wonderful, wonderful riverboat that's built specifically for river cruising. It's beautiful. Now, basically, your great opportunity here is you'll visit an elementary school sponsored by Viking River Cruises, and you're greeted by and entertained by the children, and then you'll return to your ship for the next 150 miles. Before I go into more detail about that, let's talk about Vikings themselves. Viking last year voted Best River Cruise Line at the British Travel Awards for the 5th year in a row. We are talking about 5-star plus luxury. You've got the marble floors, the crystal chandeliers, everything included. A Chinese tailor travels on board with you to make you garments while you're there, which you can purchase if you want to. The crew goes so far out of their way. There's a concierge service on board. You know, you'll see the entertainment manager walking around, and basically they will leave personal notes at your door if you've requested something. They'll go and give you directions to, you know, maybe the oldest tea house if you were out in Vienna, if you're cruising through if you're cruising through Europe. Yeah. They're very, very attentive. Built with big, wide open decks, giving you spectacular views, lots and lots of glass, so you can always see what's going on, what you're sailing past. The food on board reflects where you're sailing, so there'll be Western influences dishes by European chefs, but also you'll be reflecting China because you're sailing through China. And remember, these are the largest suites that you can enjoy in the Yangtze, which you're sailing down, and this is the most modern cruise ship to be sailing down that area, river cruise ship. So it's an incredible chance, and there's only 256 people on board, so it's really contained. It's not, you know, too big. You're going to make friends, and you're going to see something truly special. Can
you see why I got excited about this? It is a phenomenal opportunity. I should also add that this is an exclusive deal, to Planet Cruise, and your saving is £1,000 per person off that brochure price. £1,000.
There's even free Wi-Fi for you throughout
for the whole
ship.
trip.
You know, and sometimes on some ships that can cost a couple of $100s for a week. Yeah. You know, so again, this is such savings here. Okay, so let's take you on. So we said that you're getting on board. Well, once you've done that, stay in Shanghai. You go to Wuhan. You get on board. Then you visit a school, an elementary school sponsored by Viking River Cruises. You get greeted and entertained by the children. Then for the next 150 miles, you basically travel down the Yangtze through an area known as the Three Gorges, which is incredible. Then you get to the Three Gorges Dam. And you go through again some of the gorges, the longest of the three gorges, which is called Xian. You disembark, you get lunch, and then you find out about the engineering that goes into this. Again, all these tours included in the price. Wow. And you find out about what this means for the Chinese people of the Yangtze, what this dam does. And then you go back through them, and you head through the 5 stages of a dam on the ship. It's incredible. Then you go through...
On the ship?
On the ship, yeah.
Wow.
Then you go through the lesser Three Gorges. in China. You'll go through Witch's Gorge, which is known for its magnificent scenery, and when you board a smaller boat, you go through the lesser of the three gorges, and you see the hanging coffins of the bar people and the ancient plank road, which is literally hangs on the cliffside, and you spend an afternoon sailing through the Kwetang Gorge, which is the shortest and narrowest and the most spectacular of these gorges. Then you go through on day 8 to, and forgive my pronunciation here, Shiabosa in China. You see the temple there, which was built in 1650. You're getting a picture here, it's incredible. And again, you're just enjoying more of the spectacular, unique, bespoke scenery of the Yangtze River. Again, getting all your food, everything else included, all your drinks, everything included. Then you're going through to Chongqing, where you disembark, and you get to tour the city. And before
will we see any pandas? That's all that's going through my mind right
that's
now.
what's coming through next, yeah, because in Chongqing you get to then go to the zoo, and that's where you get to meet the giant panda.
Yay! I'm in.
I know,
exactly.
Exactly. Just for that alone. So you can go and see these amazing creatures and other exotic indigenous species that are indigenous purely to China. Then you get lunch in a local restaurant before you then fly out to Xian. Again, all this included, all these flights included. Xian, an amazing city, representing one of China's most beautiful, glorious cultural periods. And you get a chance again to relax at the hotel, have a couple of nights there, and here you get to visit loads of great things. The Terracotta Warriors, first of all. Okay, now this is incredible. An army of that's over 2,000 year old.
Yeah.
6,000 life-size soldiers. Each one of them is bespoke. Each one was approved by the emperor. The most damaged warrior when they were found in the 70s was in over 300 pieces. They've been beautifully restored. So you get to see all that. Then you transfer from the hotel to fly to Xian, from Xian to Beijing. You get a 3-night stay in Beijing, and get this is when it gets even more incredible. You then get to explore the Great Wall of China and the Sacred Way. Okay, this wall that's over 400 miles long and once guarded by more than 1 million people. You get to walk that. You get to go and enjoy the Sacred Way. And then you get to go into the ancient palace. We saw a photo of it before there, the incredible palace, and go amongst all the beautiful, you know, tombs and temples that you get to there to enjoy. And you get a chance to go and enjoy Peking duck dinner as well, the region's famous duck.
When in Rome, there's the Romans, right? You've got to have Peking duck.
Absolutely incredible. So, yeah, authentic Peking duck.
Yeah,
you know, this isn't your local number 43. This is authentic in the place. And, you know, I've got to say that all of these things, the big things that you do in China, this is incredible. So you've done Xian, then you've done the Forbidden City. You've talked about the Forbidden City, then Tiananmen Square as well. Can you imagine this square that was built to hold up to 1 million people?
Unbelievable.
It's incredible. It's known for its history, and it's just, you really get a sense of perspective there. So look at that. The Great Wall of China, Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, made up of nearly 1,000 buildings. In fact, it's the world's largest surviving palace complex.
Sacred Way, panda bears.
And then, if you want, you can also go and see an optional Peking opera. You know, if you want to, you know, arrange that, they'll arrange that for you, which is a form of traditional Chinese theatre. So there's extra things you can put in as well, like the Peking duck dinner, like the Peking theatre. But virtually everything else is all included in the deal.
Let's just take a moment to recap here. We're talking about 5 flights on this particular trip, all included. We already told you that you're taking a huge savings of £1,000 per person off that brochure price, but it includes, okay, an exclusive free £100 onboard spend per stateroom, free Wi-Fi throughout the ship, so you can always be online and get in touch with friends and family and Skype home and talk to them. Return flights from all over the UK. Now get this bit, this is absolutely correct, with no supplements for regional departures. No supplements. So if you're thinking, well, we're up in Manchester, fine, no extra cost. Oh, but we're in Scotland, no extra cost. Just call the guys, talk to them, the information I'm being told we're already busy on this. I am not surprised. 2-night stay in a first-class hotel in Shanghai, 3-night stay in a first-class hotel in Beijing, and as Keith has just told us, tours are included for the Great Wall of China, Tiananmen Square, the Forbidden City, Terracotta Warriors. You're going to get to see pandas. It is a phenomenal opportunity. Now, this is a balcony cabin we're talking. Write down the ID number on this, because I know you're going to want to call them or go to the website. ID is 99208. Get a pen, write this down, or a pencil if you need to, or lipstick if you have to, but get this ID number. In all the cruise shows that I've been doing, I've never ever bought one like this. This is outrageous value for money, and it is so extraordinary. 99208. Brilliant savings. Let's just show you those prices. You can already see sellouts. We've already got sellouts on this. It's available in July and August, and this could be a trip of a lifetime. I think it's one of those trips you go on and you just realise the world is so much bigger. It's so easy to get caught up in your own little life.
It is, Paul, and this is the kind of package that cruising is built for, because you're doing so much in the time that you're there, but you're doing it in 5-star luxury, and you're not having to do much work. You're being taken to these places overnight, so you're waking up in a different destination. It's what cruising's all about, and it's been tailor-made. It's been made just for you, and it's so easy to do because everything's handled. It's all for that price.
Call the number. Come on, get your hands on that before we have more sellouts.
I want to do that one.